Bow, 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 bow. Nope. No, we're not. We ain't doing TikTok. But if you are, hit a follow. My link is in my banner. Give me a follow. Give me some views. I'd really appreciate it. Just saying. Just saying. And my Twitch is up here too. Give me a follow. But enough of the self promotion. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of, I guess it's a Survival Hunter to Shadowlands. And the next discussion that we want to have is about the Legendaries. So, let's get started. But, before we start, I want to do a few shoutouts. Number one, to the True Shot Lodge Discord, the Hunter Discord. I didn't know it actually existed. I joined today, and I found out my video was being shared. I was like, whoa, crazy. Didn't expect that to happen. I was a bit fanboying in there. I was like, whoa, people are actually watching. So yeah, shout out to the True Shot Lodge, Survival Hunter channel in there. You're all legends. Second is to, I'm gonna say it again, to GFUEL. They don't sponsor me, but I just want to shout them out because maybe one day they will sponsor me. I doubt it. Maybe GFUEL has some survival players in there that are watching this and sponsor me. If not, that's it. And the last one is, I actually don't know. I only really had 2 shout outs there. No, just joking. The last shout out is to everybody that has watched any of my videos, commented on my videos, subscribed to my channel. On one of my videos, I've actually reached over 1,000 views. It's actually crazy. I never thought that a video about Survival Hunter would make it that far. So, thank you. Keep watching. Hopefully, I'll bring a lot more content for you guys until Shadowlands, and into Shadowlands. And just to prove that survival isn't that meme spec, right? Well, it is. The meme spec is just an image that I believe, and you know, we can do a lot more. So, Legendaries, again, these are just my thoughts. These are what I believe that you're going to want to use in certain situations, in raiding, in and in Mythic Plus. I don't PvP that much, but I don't think PvP changes that much anyway, because Survival Hunter pretty much plays the same. Also, one other thing before I start, I realize Sloot, one of the gods of World of Warcraft, actually did a Survival Hunter discussion this morning with a couple of people, and I didn't get to watch this part of it, of this legendary part of it, so I will have to go watch it. I'm sorry if I do go over the exact same things if you did come from Sloot's thing this morning, but again, these are my ones. Again, these yeah, these are mine. But yeah, so Legendaries are crafted at the Rune Carver after you have unlocked them. I just want to go over all the legendary powers that we're going to get, and then quickly go back and say which one I believe that we should probably, go for. So, first one. This is a stock standard one, just like for all hunters. Call of the Wild pretty much reduces the cooldown of your your aspects. So, aspect of the eagle, where you at? Your coordinated assault as well by 25%, which is pretty good. That's on your wrist and fingers. Necessary trap Eratus, blah blah blah. Nesting where is trapping Eratus. Gain 25 focus when a trap is triggered. Sulfur Embers, when you launch your flare after you've placed your tar trap, it burns for 2.4k damage over 12 seconds. Feign Death reduced by 15 seconds, and it removes, that's your PvP talent. These are your specific survival hunter ones. Wildfire Cluster, same as live. When you throw a wildfire bomb, it drops clusters. Usually it's about three or four. I think it's like 4 or something. Rylax Stalker's Confounding Strikes. Raptor Strike has 10% chance to add a charge of wildfire bomb. This is pretty much, I think it's not primeval, it's wilderness survival Azerite trait, where wilderness survival reduces the cooldown by 1 second every time you Mongoose Bite or Raptor Strike, but this one's just a flat 10% chance, but it loses the Mongoose Bite / Raptor Strike increased damage. Latent Poison Injectors, when you Serpent Sting, and also every tick of damage, it stacks up to 10 times, and then once you use your Raptor Strike or your Mongoose, it does a whole fat damage. Butcher Bone Fragments. Raptor Strike increases the damage of your next carve or butchery by 10%, stacking up to 10 times. I believe... Okay, I cheated. I know it's from a legendary in Legion, which I didn't play Survival Hunter in Legion, so I've only been playing it in BFA. Next one's Echo of Ina. You summon a spiritual familiar. Your spells cause an ability to cause a familiar to jump to a nearby enemy to increase their damage and healing by 10%. If no allies are present, then it goes to the mob or a particular mob and increases the damage that you do against them for 8 seconds for 8% by 15 seconds. Judgment Arbiter. Dealing damage has a high chance to do extra damage if another ally bears the judgment of the Arbiter. They will also they blast them as well, and also it arcs between the two people, which is seems pretty cool. Norgannon's Sagacity. Casting a spell grants Sagacity, stacking up to 10 when you move, or you're able to cast while moving for 10 for seconds. That doesn't really matter. The old Cephers reduces the crowd control effectiveness against you. When you do apply a control loss of contract to an enemy or interrupting an enemy, dispelling any target, it will increase your secondary stats by 53 for 15 seconds, and it can only happen every 30 seconds. And these ones here, these are for Torghast, so I'm not going to actually talk about them at all. So, I just want to also bring up this other window here. So this is where they will be dropping. So on Whalehead, I'll put this link into the thing below. So some of them have been found where they actually drop. Your Call of the Wild, your Sulphur Edge Embers, your Rylackers, or your Wildfire Clusters. Oh, there's 2 piercing. Oh. And your Rylackers, Confounding Strike, Latent Poisons, and Butchered Bones. So some have been leaked, and I think the ones that you were gonna run have been leaked, but we'll go over that in a quick short second. So let's go on and quickly discuss, and again, my opinions, hopefully they'll be the same as yours. So the ones that you probably want to run for Myth, I always start with Mythic Plus, because Mythic Plus is the easiest one. So you probably want to run either, there's 2 main ones that you want to do. Where's your Wildfire Clusters? This one? I don't know why it's that. They should just give it the bomb symbol. Wildfire Cluster drops an additional bomb or clusters around your target. Again, Wildfire Cluster does a whole bunch of damage if there's a whole lot of mobs. So it'll drop like 3, 4. I think it's 3 or 4 bombs. I can't remember. It's on the top of my head. It's 3 or 4 bombs, and it just does a pulsing. It just like it drops, and it just like does a whole bunch of AoE damage. It only drops off the first target you hit. So if they are spread, so if they spread like 5 yards out, I don't think it hits them. I actually don't think it hits them, but the dot hits them, right? So Wildfire Cluster, if you're chain pulling, and it's just free damage, Wildfire Cluster is going to be one of the ones that you probably want to get for Mythic Plus. But for me, even with the nerf, Soulforge Embers is going to be probably the best one. Two cooldowns, so you have the tar trap, and you have to shoot your flare in there. So it gives you the slow for people to kite, but it also does a whole bunch of damage. So 2.4k. It was buffed, but I still think this is going to be one of the good ones. One for, again, kiting with tar trap and just extra damage on top. Or you could really run with Wildfire Cluster. That'll probably be a good one as well. When it comes to raiding, I've been thinking about this a lot. So the ones that I think you probably run is Call of the Wild. Just reduces your aspect and reduces your coordinated assault by 25 seconds. And it just means you get to keep it up a bit longer. If you're running birds of prey, that means this will also help out as well, because you're going to be mongoose biting or raptor striding to keep your coordinated assault up, right? So it will help with the focus gen regen issues we might have early on because of low haste. It might not be the best one to start with, but I think Call of the Wild will probably be one that you want to go with. Soulforge Embers, if the boss is literally just sitting there, it's good. And if there are ads as well, that's a good one as well. Same as Mythic Plus. Wildfire Cluster, that's only if there's like three to four mobs like coming out. It does some damage. It's free damage. But generally speaking, I believe Call of the Wild or Soulforge Embers are going to be your go-tos. But so we speak of class identity, and we speak of what can survival hunters bring to a raid. Got me thinking, what is one of these legendaries that helps other people in the raid to bring a buff? Yes, it's a legendary other people can get, but what happens if you're a designated user of this? Echo of Ina. Since we're a haste user. We're hitting we're hitting targets a lot faster than everybody else, and also our pets. I don't know if it procs off pets, but it'll proc off your kill command. What happens if we are the designated Echo of Ina person in the raid to buff the group by 10% for 15 seconds? I don't know how long it. I don't know the proc rate of it, so I can't tell you if it's going to be good or not. But what happens if this is what can push us to be in the raid? People talk about utility, giving hunters mark. Just what I also think about giving hunters mark, like physical damage or 5% damage to a target or something like that. What does survival hunter bring? This could be it. This depends on the situation as well for your Mythic Plus dungeons as well. If you have two really high bursty people, what happens if your Echo with Ina procs on them while they're going, say, through one of their combust, or if they're going through their metamorphosis, or they're going through their recklessness or whatever? Getting 10% extra for 15 seconds during that period of time, they're just going to be slamming and slamming. Yes, your DPS might not look as good, but you're helping. You're helping the group. You're helping the raid. So who knows? This could put us into a raid spot. Again, it all depends on how often it procs. Does it proc to the right person? Does it not proc to the right person? Yeah, who knows, right? Since you're going to be in melee, you're going to be with the warriors, with the rogues, death knights. They're doing a whole bunch of fat damage, right? So we could see this. We could see this working out in our favor. Maybe I don't know. I've just been thinking about it. But yeah, maybe one of these in the raid will be well done. So again, my very quick discussion on legendaries. We have Call of the Wild, we have Soulforge Embers, we have Wildfire Cluster. That's pretty much they're the big three. So if we go back and we have a look, they have been data mined. You wanna get into the Mist of Turana Scythe to get your Soulforge. So that's your raid one, and Wildfire Cluster is in the other side. So you want to farm them early on, get them as quick as possible. And yeah, where's Echo? Actually, where's Echo over here now? Echo Avena. Wild Hunt Honored. I don't know what that is. Who's Wild Hunt? Alright, I don't know what Wild Hunt is, but we probably want to go Wild Hunt. I don't know what it is. But yeah. Again, like, subscribe, follow, comment, do anything. Again, a shout out to everybody in the True Shot Lodge Discord. Thank you for showing my video. Hopefully this gains a little bit of traction. I'll watch Sloot's second half of it where they talk about the legendaries and the talents, because I missed that in the morning. But again, these are what I think is going to be best for us for survival hunters. Again, which I am going to be maining into Shadowlands. So you guys saw my thing, which you weren't supposed to. But yeah, thanks everybody. I'm not too sure what the next video I'm going to make. I think it's I have another raid thing coming up, or Mythic Plus. But again, thank you, follow, subscribe. I love you all, and I'll see you next time for another episode.